My name is Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Jimmy here, back at you with another review for Gotham Season 2. And this is the 9th episode, titled A Bitter Pill to Swallow. Which in this episode we see that Gordon and them are kind of looking through Galvan's office to try to find some more dirt on him. Which at the same time, Tabitha, she puts a hit out on Gordon. So in this episode, you kind of see him facing these hitmen. The first one, I was almost thinking it was going to be Hugo Strange until he tried to choke Gordon. I just had that little vibe. But, he eventually went up against this hitman known as Eduardo Flamingo, which he is a villain from the comics known as Flamingo, which he had a knack for eating his victims' faces. And he actually comes from Batman issue 666 back in 2007. So in terms of comics, he's like more recent than old. So I thought it was nice to see in this episode someone from the comics, because I sort of had that vibe going on, because I was not confirmed on that until like after I looked him up, just to be sure. But again, it was nice to see. And you also see that Gordon was going into that dark side, kind of losing it, like beating the living hell, like he could have killed someone in this episode. I mean, last week we did see that. But he did show restraint. I think in this episode, he showed even less restraint. So, I think this is probably the episode that was the closest to him killing a person. That's why I honestly think that would have happened. But, by the end of the episode, with him showing that restraint, again, a rookie got killed because of Flamingo biting her neck to death. So, he probably feels guilty on showing that tiny bit of restraint that he showed in this episode. Yeah, I mean, I think anyone would have felt guilty about that, especially the fact that it was a rookie. And also in the episode, you got to see some stuff between Penguin and Riddler, which Riddler pretty much wants Penguin as a sort of mentor to him, since he's now become who he has been meant to be. He's a whole new person. Which, you kind of see that Penguin at first was like telling him, it's just going to destroy him because of how he got hurt by losing everything. His power, his friends, not technically friends, and his mother. Which, I think anyone would have said the same thing. But at the end, Penguin decided to keep moving on. So I thought that was the part of the episode that I got most interested in. And the fact that Gordon kind of losing it having even less control over his anger. So I thought that was nice, and you kind of saw Bruce trying to figure out what the name Galvan had, which, it may have been a fake. It may have all been fake, but it may have all been legit at the same time. You just don't know. And based on what Galvan said at the end of the episode, it seemed like him being arrested didn't ruin any of his plans. Which kind of had a little bit of that feeling in last week's episode. Just had that feeling. But yeah, that's pretty much my entire thoughts of the episode. It was definitely a better episode. It's definitely that. I mean, especially with Gordon having even less control over his anger. We only have 2 episodes left. Next week and another episode, and then that is the mid-season. Which, for the fact of who's going to be coming in episode 11, I am very excited for the mid-season finale. So, yeah. I'm definitely excited for that. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, as well as if you notice anything, noticed any Easter eggs that I didn't mention, just let me know. And you can check out my other reviews for past reviews on Gotham, as well as Arrow, The Flash, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., all that great stuff and more. And as always, my name is Jimmy, and until next time, bye.